Hi, my name is Jessica Curtis and I'm with New Frame Creative, and I'm going to be going over how to add events to your site using the EventOn plugin. So what you're going to do when you log into your site, again you just go to your link-wp-admin and log in with your username and password, and you'll be taken to this backend dashboard. Once you get to this backend, you're going to go to this left-hand sidebar over here and click Events. This is where all of the events live, any that have already been created. You can see here we've already got a few. So if you wanted to edit an existing event, all you would do is hover over that event and click Edit. Quick Edit, you don't need to use really. Trash just means that you're deleting that event. If you do click Trash, then a trash icon will appear up here with a count number. That'll be your trash. You can bring those back. Normally events will just expire and you don't need to actually delete them, but should you need to and you click trash, you can see that they will appear. If we click trash for that one, it's going to appear up here in a trash. We'll click trash and we can bring that back by clicking restore. So that's if you wanted to delete or bring back an event. Again, we'll go back to all of our events. So if we wanted to edit an existing event, we would hover over and click Edit. This view just allows you to see the event on how it looks on the front end. Duplicate duplicates everything about the event, including the time, the date, any of the details, a featured image, etc. Again, most of the time you're just going to be using this edit button here. Or if you're duplicating an existing event that's a lot like another event. So in this case, we're going to click edit. That's going to allow us to go to the back end of this event. You can see we've got our title here. We've got all of our text information here. This text information works a lot like a Word document, so you can bold things, italicize it, change the color if you wanted. You can even do bullet points and number points. And if you wanted to link something, you would click the link tab here, put in the link, and make sure and click this apply button. So if we've changed any of the text that we wanted to change and we scroll down, we can see the time and date live here. So this is the date that it begins and the time, the date that it ends and the time. One thing you have to remember is if you put in a start date and a start time, you have to put in an end date and an end time, even if there isn't one. You have to put it or the event won't publish. So if you put a beginning time, a start date, and a start time, you have to put an end date and an end time. If an event is all day, you can click this all day button that says yes. It'll take away your time options and just allow those events to show as all day events. If it's easier for you, you can say it's an all day event and then put event particulars in this section here. So once we keep scrolling down, we can see we've got a location and venue. So if we know the exact location that the event is going to be at with an address, you can even choose to upload an image of that venue if you wanted. And that is about it. We've got our location, our time and date, our event details, and our event name. The only other things that you can do is you can create categories for events if you choose to. So in this case, if we wanted to create a category called, this event's called Bernie's Day. So say Bernie's Day is something that happens all the time. We can type in Bernie's Day and make that an actual category. We would just click Add New Event Category. That category would show up and we could check it or uncheck it accordingly. Another thing that we can do is we can choose our featured image, which is the image that shows up with an event. So if we click Set Featured Image, we could choose any of our, upload a new picture, or we could simply choose an existing image. If we wanted to choose an existing image, you would just check the image that you wanted. One very important note about this as well is you want to make sure that if you add a featured image as an event image, you're going to want to make sure that they are all the same size. So if you choose one image, let's say we choose this this cool dog picture, and it's this big, we would need to either change the size of this image and then make sure all of the other images are also that size. That just makes sure that your layout stays the same. Once you choose the image you want, you can say set featured image, and you'll see the image will appear here. And then you would just click update. That would make sure that any of these changes have been updated. In this case, we don't actually want any of these events changes to be applied. So we're not actually going to click update. But if you don't click the update button, nothing that you just changed will apply. So if you are wanting to make those changes, you would click update here. So we're going to add a new event. We're going to say we've got a new event and we need to put in all of the information for it from fresh. So all I did is, let's go back to that landing page and go from there actually. So now that we're on this events landing page, you can see all of our events live down here. And then we've got this add new event. So we're going to want to click that, add new event. So here is our new event. Here is any information about that event with dates, times, parking information, ticket links. So again, we can use our bolding or our italicizing. We can use our text color. We can make this look as good as we want. We can link up our ticket link to whatever link that applies to and click our apply. In this case, this isn't going to go to Bernie's Day category, but if you had categories, you would choose the one that it would go best with. If we scroll down, we can see we've got our start date. We're going to choose February 1st at 3 p.m. Again, since this isn't an all-day event, we have to choose an end time. So we'll say the same day at 4 p.m. Okay, and so we keep scrolling down. We've got our location and venue, so we can say that we want this to be at event venue. And then it actually saves your locations and venues. So say you're using the same venue multiple times, it'll pop up right here and allow you to choose from it. Again, you would put in the address here. And then you could say if you wanted to actually generate in Google Maps or not. If you wanted to put your organizer information, you could. So in this case, I could put an existing one and put any information that I wanted. That just allows a little contact information for the user. We're going to scroll back up here. We're going to set a featured image. You don't have to set a featured image. It's just an option should you want to. So we can set that featured image if we wanted. And we're going to scroll back up. So we've got our title. We've got any information that we want. We've got our start time, start date, end time. We've got our event venue information. We've got our organizer and contact information here. We chose a cute image that's going to represent this event. So now we can click publish. Now again, you have to click publish for that event to show up on your calendar. It's when you click update that it updates any edits that you've made. So now that we've actually made this new event, we're going to switch over here to the actual front end. And we're going to refresh our screen to see that new event show up so we can double check it. So you can see we've got here is our new event. We're going to click here. You can see how that picture shows up and how it looks. Again, you can remove that should you prefer. You've got your event details. You can see we've got our bold, italicized color, and you've got our link here. So all of those came through. We've got our time of when it starts, our location information, and our organizer information. So that's actually all the event information that we need, and that looks really good. In the case that that's not actually a live event, we're going to switch back over, go to our main events landing page, hover over, and trash this event. Just because it's not really an event, we don't want it on that live calendar. Okay, so you have learned how to delete an event, how to edit an existing event, how to restore deleted events, and how to publish new events. You've also been taught how to add images to the events, should that be something that you're interested in. Again, if you have any questions, we'll be more than happy to help you. We're just an email or phone call away. Happy event planning! Thanks so much and have a great day.